David, hey buddy, how you doing today?
I am doing well, thank you. Thank you. What do we got?
Awesome.
What are we going to talk about today?
Yeah, just continuing in our last couple of sessions, we've laid a little bit of the groundwork and had the opportunity to share a bit about both of our stories and how we've ended up together on a common journey and a common mission. And things in common that kind of, are the roots of that are grounded in our philosophy, our mindset within the Action Coach framework or methodology.
Yeah,
And that acronym is what?
it's CARE,
Okay.
CARE. And of course, as an acronym, the C stands for community, A is accountability, the R represents results, get results, and then the E is for education, ongoing training aspect of the Action Coach, methodology. So I think
Yes.
today, what are we going? Which one of those you want to address today?
Yeah. Well, AI is always top of mind for everyone these days. So I thought, I wonder what AI would say the benefits of this, are. So for those that are taking the time to listen and appreciate those that are taking that time and hope get some nuggets along the way, that's our purpose here is to add value and give you some things that can get you going further faster. According to AI, the CARE approach helps business owners gain a sense of community, stay accountable to their goals, achieve tangible results, and continuously learn and improve their skills. So, community, gain a sense of community. Well, words. What is community even? What is community?
Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, the definition that I've found is it's a group of people in one place or a group of people that have a common characteristic. And I think in
Mm,
our community, the Action Coach community of our clients and our network, either locally or around the world, is that common characteristic is primarily business owners and leaders that are not just business owners, but those that are owners that are wanting to have a better business and be better business owners and be better leaders in the community. And, you know, to a large degree, it's to grow themselves, to grow their businesses, to grow their income, and at the same time growing their freedom so they can enjoy life, using their businesses as a tool to live more of the life they want to live, not making the business their life. So
mm.
that's the community that I think you and I are developing in the Hickory and Lake Norman, Greater Charlotte area. So, what are your thoughts? What does it mean to you, or how would you add to that?
Yeah, brother, see it in motion in our group events. We've as part of our community, which we pride as a select membership. This is a group of individuals, like you say, that kind of have a common goal and that they're
Yeah.
ambitious, but maybe some level of I call it being discontent, which may have kind of a negative connotation. But what I mean by that is they want more.
Yeah.
And they've been going after that more long enough, a common trend, so to speak. Not that some of our clients aren't startup or, just in their first year, and we can certainly partner in those capacities as well. But ideally, have a couple of years in business, 3 or more, so that, to your point, you have to have enough laps to know what you want to be better at. And so seeing people at different stages in their personal journey within our community, to have somebody that's kind of putting the arm around them or reaching down to bring somebody that's maybe newer in the trade to come, or the business to come up in our community, or
Yep.
even those that are more seasoned and experienced and even more mature in business. And so that community to me is like-minded, but not necessarily of all the same skill, background and talents, because the high tide raises all boats, as the saying goes. And
Yeah.
so that's what
Yeah.
I see the community being, is on the front end, common goal and common focus, kind of wired the same with that desire to kind of that give back mindset. And so by
Hmm.
virtue of that community, they then are a ripple in their broader community as well. So such a powerful piece of what we do. And obviously, honestly, one of the funnest parts of our role is in those group formats where we just get to bring our entire community together, and get
Yeah.
some knowledge, discuss some application, and have some fun. I think one of our upcoming events for Growth Club on July 18th is actually going to be at the indoor go-kart track. So we'll do some
Yeah.
knowledge and then we'll have some fun, which is the best way
Yep.
to do it, right?
Yeah, it is having some fun with each other. And as you're talking, I was thinking about there's so many business owners that I've come across, and even myself thinking that business growth is linear, and it's
Mhm.
not. You know, it's
No.
more of a stair step kind of thing. And the image comes to mind of everybody's at a different kind of level on these stair steps, a different tread. And part of the community that I think we get to enjoy is we've got some folks that are everybody's still learning. You know, there's the law of the lid. We hit our the maximum of our own capabilities, either by way of knowledge or our mindset or whatever that may be. And
Mhm.
then what we're trying to do is remove that lid and get to another level. And that's sort of like going up to the next tread on the stairwell there. And you've got some folks in our community that are reaching down and pulling their colleague up to the come on, it's okay. It is okay. And then you got some others that are pushing from behind, like, go, go, go. And everybody's
Mhm.
climbing those stairs at a different pace and sort of a different level. But that's what the
Yeah.
community's about. And you alluded to Growth Club. We've got certainly a lot of the folks that we build community with are in one-on-one relationships, and then periodically, at least 4 times a year, get together at Growth Club and get the entire group together. Some of that is one-on-one. Twice a month, we have a small group that gets
Mhm.
together. Profit Club or Members Day is on the third Fridays of the month, and then the quarterly Growth Club. And then we've got the event coming up in the fall in October 8th, that is going to be 400 or so folks getting together for the Ascent Business Builders Summit.
Big
So some
one.
exciting times to develop community here around the Lake
Yes.
Norman, Hickory, Catawba Valley area. It's pretty cool.
It really is exciting. And I speak from personal experience. Brute force is a strategy that only works for a short period of time.
Yeah.
And so that those of you listening and having both been there ourselves, David and I, entrepreneurship is not best as solopreneurship. And the entrepreneurial island is hopefully the island you buy due to the success of your business and not how you feel when you're in the middle of it. And so we have amazing community here in the Action Coach Lake Norman business by way of extension all the way to the foothills and into greater
Mhm.
Charlotte. And if you're listening and feeling that there's more that your business can offer, and I experienced that, as you may have heard in previous episode, as first experiencing Action Coach by way of a participant in one of our group programs. So I'm speaking from personal
Yeah, that's
testimony.
right.
And if you feel like you're on that island and there's just no SOS, it doesn't have to be that way. And there's a lot of different ways to get plugged in. We offer a value up front type, so it's not a show us your credit card. We want to let you experience what we're describing, and you can't really understand it without experiencing it. So July 18th, October 8th, every month, the third Friday, we have some level of member-based community
Mhm.
and other opportunities to get plugged in. So would ask you to not feel alone, not stay alone, but to get in a community that makes you better. And if that's ours, great. If not, find community elsewhere because life's better with it. You agree, David?
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right.
Look
Well, I think
look
in our
forward to
next
the next
session,
one.
we'll
Yeah,
go to the A. So if you're interested in the A and C, tune in. Talk soon.
sounds good. Thanks, Matt.